Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah everyone. Welcome. This is Wadud Hassan, Mindfulness Coach at Define, and I want to walk you through a focused, calming attention practice. And in this practice, what we will do is we will focus on our breath to anchor our attention to the current present moment. So for this practice, I welcome you to first get in a posture that is useful for practicing this calmness or practicing this focused attention. So a lot of times our Prophet ﷺ would sit in silence, and Jabir radiallahu anhu narrates that it would be with the Prophet ﷺ and he would sit in silence for a long time. And we know that beautiful tradition of the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba meditating and reflecting on the greatness of Allah, or remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is important for us that once we learn to anchor our attention to the current moment, then as Muslims we can bring the presence of Allah in our heart and we can transition into dhikr. So these neuroscience methods of focusing our attention and the neuroscience mindfulness practices that are popular in the neuroscience research field right now is really relevant to us as Muslims, because mentally it helps us anchor our mind and our heart, and then we can actually get to the next level of adding the spiritual dimensions to them. So for this practice, I want you and invite you to perhaps sit on a chair and support your lower back, yet lengthen your upper back. So you have this sense of relaxation, but also yet you're alert. So there is this balance between being relaxed and also being alert. We also do some methods of grounding, which is touch your thighs with your hand, just like we do in at-tahiyat. Touch your hands, put your hands on your thighs, feel the fabric, and then feel your feet on the ground. So we ground our body, and we soften your shoulder and drop your shoulders so you have some relaxation there, but yet your spines are up and you're alert. So it's a bright mix between being alert and yet relaxed. And then you close your eyes or lower your gaze and soften your gaze a few feet in front of you, just to have a sense of just being arrived and kind of creating the space around you where you are trying to stay focused. Okay, Bismillah. So I invite you to go ahead and lower your gaze, close your eyes if that helps you to focus. But now I would like you to start focusing on your breath. So take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let's do 3 of these together. Now, see if you're able to focus your mind, your kind and your gentle attention on the process of breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Where is the breath most alive for you? Do you feel it in your nostrils? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it on your abs? Wherever the breath is most alive for you, staying with your breath. Gathering your kind and gentle attention to the process of breathing. Or perhaps your whole body breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. If it helps, you may also count as you're breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then breathe out. Gather your attention on the breath. If your mind wanders, then kindly and gently bring it back. It's completely normal for your mind to wander, as it wanders for all of us. We just bring it back kindly with a smile, gently, and start focusing and stay with our breath. As you are starting to anchor your mind in the current moment, see if you're able to bring the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your heart. Can you offer dhikr and remembrance of Allah in your heart? Allah, Allah, but from your heart. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out. stay with the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet ﷺ used to say that there are sometimes I feel this fog in my heart, and I would sit and I would say istighfar to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 70 times in one sitting. So the Prophet ﷺ used to sit and remember and return his awareness of Allah. That fog, the neglectfulness that comes in our mind, we learn to anchor ourselves in the current moment and then bring Allah's presence in our heart, and then we can say astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayk. You can say it with your tongue, or you can say it with your heart. Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayk, as if you're returning to Allah. You're removing that veil. You're arriving in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you stay in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this current moment? And from time to time, go back to your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Whenever you feel your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath, then bring it back to the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's see if you can sit for a moment, just for the next few moments, focusing on our breath and the presence of Allah and dhikr of Allah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Welcoming you back to open your eyes if your eyes are closed. And that's it. That was a short focus attention practice. And just for 5 or 6 minutes, you let go of the past, you let go of the future, and you stay in the present and ground yourself. Just have this calmness in your body and your mind. Let go of the emotions in your muscles, thoughts from the past or future. Ground yourself with your breath, and then bring yourself to the presence of Allah and transition to the dhikr of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the benefit to feel Allah's presence and be arriving in the presence of Allah and be thankful for this present moment through which may Allah rectify our past and beautify our future. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.